Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized that early deep ball was part of the opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again, Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career. And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
11.
Now Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 72 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Daniel's going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Terry McLaurin, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 82 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Right back to Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gun.
3rd down and 10. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. 11. 11, Thomas.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. This is Brown going up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third and goal, Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
70 Timberwolves.
They go play action. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
Get it.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out to his left. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
12, 12, 12.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11, 11.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 44 yards. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much.